You know how I've said that TikTok is a virus in our society?
Yeah.
Well, an article has come out in the Daily Mail. It came out about, I think, a week ago. And it says that teenage girls with invisible illnesses, known as Spoonies, post TikToks of themselves crying or in hospital to generate thousands of likes as experts raise concerns over internet-induced wave of mass anxiety. There are girls, mostly girls, I think there's some guys doing it, but it's mostly girls that are posting TikToks of themselves with fake illnesses. That's really messed up in itself. And then taking up hospital space to get likes on TikTok.
So they're actually going into hospital?
Yeah, they're going into hospitals, and in some cases, some of these doctors are affirming this. They're saying, yes, you do have an illness, when they don't. And the doctors know this. Every day we sink further into the abyss.
I can't have another endoscopy.
No, these are actual illnesses. I'm sorry.
How do
I'm
you
wasting
know?
our time. Gastro something warrior. She's having to have an endoscopy, so she's actually getting actual
Reminder for Spoonies.
therapeutic rest. They saved me so many times.
Right, the problem with looking for these videos on TikTok is that you cannot tell who's lying and who isn't.
Yeah.
So the article says teenage girls and young women are posting upsetting footage of themselves in the hospital or crying on social media. Many of them are suffering from invisible or chronic illnesses which often have no obvious cure and leave them exhausted doing daily tasks. Calling themselves the Spoonies, the group often encourages each other to lie to doctors to get the diagnosis they want. What is up with the need to be a part of a group? What happened to self-identity? What happened to just having a personality?
This is literally coming from a place of people wanting attention. It's like a cry for attention, because if they're unwell, they're getting constant attention about that. So that's what I think it is. Like, I'll tell you, Michael, there was somebody who went to my school and he didn't have friends. And he went round and lied and told everyone he was dying from cancer. And then everyone was becoming his friend then because they all felt sorry for him. And he literally got friends out of lying about having cancer.
And what happened when they found out?
I don't know. I don't think everyone found out until we finished school. And then everyone was just a bit like, yeah, that's quite messed up. It's drastic measures, do you know what I mean? And it's just like, it's...
But you don't joke about those things.
No,
like,
you
don't
don't.
joke about illnesses. There's
No.
people out there that are genuinely suffering. They don't have healthcare and they're going to die. And there's people out here pretending to get likes, to get attention.
Yeah, it's just, that's wrong on so many levels.
This group think, this need to be a part of a group, to be included in something and have a label like Spoonies. What the fuck is Spoonies? I thought spooning is what you do with your girl. What is this? Everything has a label attached to it now. You can't just be comfortable with being yourself. What happened to being an individual? It's all gone out the window. Being unique and being an individual used to be cool. Now you're like looked at like a weirdo. To be yourself and to not be part of a group. Do you know what's funny? Like, people ask me all the time as well when I'm out working, what do you identify as, or what do you lean? Like, where do you lean? It's like, bro, what is wrong with you people? You have lost your minds. Collectively lost your minds. Some Spoonies suffer from MS and Crohn's disease, while others suffer from rarer ones which are harder to diagnose.
Those are the ones that don't exist.
You're messing with real diseases that people suffer with every single day. There are people in hospitals genuinely dying with these diseases, immeasurable pain, and you're there posting TikToks.
Read that next bit.
Others join groups to discuss the negative side effects of their conditions and often end up competing with each other for who is sickest.
The world's officially lost the plot.
One thing is certain. You are sick.
Yeah.
But you are sick in the head.
Yeah.
You need mental help. If you're out there doing this First of all, remove yourself from these groups. The need to be included in everything. You don't need to be a part of the group. Be yourself. Just be on your own. It's okay. Join a group and compete to see who's the sickest. Nobody wants to be sick. Do you know what? Our society is actually sick. We are in the upside down. I don't know what has happened to the youth. When we were kids, people were playing Nintendo. People were out with water guns, throwing water balloons at each other, climbing trees. Now, people on TikTok competing to see who is the most mentally challenged.
I think everything is just attention seeking in every possible way. And that's why people are doing so much dramatic shit, because they know that everything's getting accepted these days. And it's attention.
And this article keeps on saying teenage girls. So this is overwhelmingly a female problem. And I don't know why. I have no idea where this has come from. I know the old stereotype, women love attention, but this has taken it to a whole other level. A whole other level.
This is really bad.
It says that thousands of teens are banding together on social media as part of the movement, which also encourages them to lie to doctors in order to get the diagnosis they want. You understand, right, that if this doctor misdiagnoses you and puts you in a hospital bed, you have taken up a spot for somebody else that is actually dying.
They also won't realise how much this stuff will affect their life until they get older, and then they struggle to do certain things because people are not going to think you're capable of doing things, you know?
It is shameful. It is pitiful. I would not be mad if you were ostracized from society for doing things like this. Like you realize that somebody needs that hospital bed. Somebody's going to suffer because of your nonsense on TikTok. Parts of the community also accuse doctors of medical gaslighting them and claiming that they are dismissing or belittling patients' pain.
This is the issue.
Medical gaslighting. That's where we are.
Because they're calling you out on your bullshit, basically.
Listen, if you're watching this and you're a spoonie, get a life. Please. If you're dealing with anxiety and this is why you feel like you need to be part of some sort of group and using TikTok as a means to alleviate it, you're making a mistake. You are making a massive mistake, and you could potentially cost someone's life, and you're wasting the doctor's time. Doctors already have enough to do. The NHS is already overwhelmed. And I'm assuming the hospitals in America are also overwhelmed. People struggle with healthcare as it is, and you're there taking the piss on TikTok.
This is the thing as well. And if you look at how much likes they're getting, that shows how many people are a part of this problem and encouraging it as well.
Where has this come from? This whole oppression Olympics, like the need and the want to be sick. What happened to wanting to be strong and powerful?
If you're depressed, I get it. But you don't have to be making out that there's other issues that don't exist.
So apparently medical gaslighting is if your doctor tells you to lose some weight. Do you know what? I'm just going to get more and more angry reading this article. I am just taken aback by where we are in society today.
Yeah, I'm just going to say one thing. You can't help people who don't want to be helped. The doctor's clearly trying to help them, and they're then using the term gaslighting. They need to learn what this stuff actually means before throwing these words around.
Yeah, people love throwing these buzzwords around. They have no idea what it means. People don't even know what basic words mean in the English language anymore. Apparently, some people are making money from doing this. If you're a social media website like YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, and you know somebody's doing this, making money from lying that they are sick, taking part in this oppression Olympics, you kind of have a responsibility to take care of that person. And when I say take care, I mean remove them from the platform. This whole need to be a part of a sick group. Children are very easy to manipulate. They're very susceptible to manipulation. What do you think they're going to do when they see this? They're going to want to be part of the group. They're going to go tell mom, oh, yeah, mom, I've got Crohn's, I've got this, I've got that, things they don't even understand.
This is it. Everybody is going to think it's the norm and everyone wants to do the same thing. It's like, for example, I don't know if when you were younger and you saw people wearing glasses and you didn't need glasses, but then all of a sudden you wanted to wear glasses. Do you know what I mean? Or I saw all the other kids wearing braces. I was like, I want to wear braces. But these are things that are not actually like fun to have, but it's that people are going to look and want to do it. Like that girl that we came across identifying as a cat. Everyone else is going to look and want to identify as a cat. And it's just all ridiculous stuff that our society is allowing to take place. And then everyone's just going to keep doing it. And eventually the world is just going to spiral out of control of just bullshit.
We are heading for the apocalypse at this point.
that really her voice, or do you think she's putting that on?
I can't tell, man. I'm tired of these listening to this nonsense, man. There's people out there suffering, and you guys are doing this nonsense.
I'll need somebody to
Right, turn her off. Turn her off.
like to show it.
We're done here. These girls are mad. Our society is falling off the deep end. If there's anyone that is being lumped in with spoonies and you genuinely have a sickness, I feel sorry for you, and I wish you the best. And it sucks that now, because there's people lying about it, that you're going to be lumped in with them. Now we can't even tell who's sick.
I'm just going to say one thing though. I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. I tried to tell my friend this the other day. It's always a slippery slope. And this slope is about as slanted as it can get right now. Like, we are heading for the fucking apocalypse at this point. We are heading straight into the pits of hell. More and more every day, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should start reading the Bible. Maybe I need to start speaking to God. Because I don't want to be here when the ground starts cracking open.